Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going more detail into how Copilot works. So we'll start our session. So first we'll start with the simple prompt. I'm not just putting this into a presentation mode. Reason is that we need to switch between the multiple apps. So the first what we are trying to do is that we are just trying to do one simple hands-on exercise where we are asking a copilot a simple question, and what copilot understand and what the response it is generating, we need to see that. Then we'll understand what is the logic behind it. So let me go to the app, which is like means we I have already opened the app. So over here if you'll see that this is the copilot app is there. Just will write a simple instruction: write a professional email to customer. Enter. So if you'll see that what exactly we did, we just gave a one question to the copilot, and copilot is generating a email for us. If you'll see regarding your customer concern: hi, I hope you are doing well. Thank you for contacting. We appreciate your taking the time to share your concern, and we understand the importance and receive reliable service for all this. So if you'll see that we have just given a plan text, or you can say questioned to the copilot, and copilot generate a professional email for us, but we have not given the detail. We have just given high level questions. So based on this, copilot generate a email for us. So what we gave as a prompt: write a professional email to my customer, without giving the more detail, just so it copilot understand intents, instruction, and the context. So what we give the instruction: write an email. Context is to the customer, professional email to the customer. Intent means we have not clarified the full intent, but we have given high level the details. So a useful AI generated response is generated. We saw that Copilot generated a response which is high level, without much detail, but they have generated a generic response. So if you'll see that we give input as a question, Copilot understand it, and the result is generated as a simple professional email along with the subject and everything. Let's go to the next into the more to go more into the detail. So the copilot interaction process. See, your prompt means what you want. Actually, what we are wanting in the previous example, we were we want from copilot to write an email for us. Understand what is your intent. Intent again means what is our intent. Our intent is to reply to the customer with professional email was our intent. Process: AI generated an answer. Context: relevant information. Over here we have not given any relevant information. We said that write a professional email without much info. Only we mentioned to write to a customer, but we'll go into the next full detail process where I'll explain you into the more how to write a professional prompt and everything. Then it generate a response. So if you'll see that the copilot interaction process, your prompt, understand, then process. So what it is doing means your prompt, then AI, this copilot understand this, then it goes through the process, means AI generate an answer, then it checked with the relevant contact and information and generate the process. And your prompt is starting point, context, and refinement make the output more useful. Now let's go to the next slide. Okay, we'll do the hands-on scenarios. Write a customer email. If you'll see that a simple write an email to the customer explaining that the service request will be delayed by 2 days. So Copilot generate a response. Over here, if you'll see that what previously we did, we just said write an email to the customer without explaining that means what is the purpose of the email. Is there any timeline we have not mentioned? So what we'll do that we'll just copy paste the same text, and we'll try to give it to the copilot. I'll just take this as a text to the copilot. Again, I'll go back to the same application where what we'll do that we'll write just a simple the additional information we'll see, and just compare the difference, the previous response and the new response, because now we are adding the detail: the service request will be delayed by 2 days. So if you'll see that update on the service request, I hope, hi, I hope You are doing well. I wanted to inform you that there will be a slight delay in completing your service request. Our team is currently addressing the unexpected issue that is required additional time to resolve. As a result, the completion of your service will delay by 2 days. We understand the importance of timely service. So see the difference when we previously asked them that write an email. Just we gave a plain text, it generated a response based on whatever AI understood and they gave the relevant response. But when we gave them the more detail, 2 days delays, service request, so these kind of information we give, it generate a more accurate and more reliable, or you can say more accurate and responses generated. So let's understand the science behind it. So if you'll see that the first we say that write a customer email, we just put a simple prompt can produce a simple answer. Now we'll go to the more professional email. If you'll see, improve the prompt. Over here, what we are trying to do, act as a professional customer service manager, write a polite and empathic. So what we are giving him, that the role as a customer service manager role, and what is the tone of the email and format. Write a polite and empathic email. So means you are giving the tone that what kind of email should be to the business customer, explaining that the service activation will be there. You are giving the context as well, that the business customer explaining their service activation will be delayed by 2 days due to technical issues. Then in the last, if you'll see that the keep the email under 150 words. So even you are talking about that my email shouldn't go beyond 150 words. So let's put this into the another same thing we'll do into the prompt. So over here, if you'll see that I just put the same copy paste as the text I entered. So now you will compare that what kind of email it is generating. So now change update on your service activation. Hi, I hope you are doing well. I wanted to let you know service activation will be delayed by 2 days. Technical issue. Our team. I sincere apologize. So if you'll see the email, the previous email when you are comparing and the now the email, see the length of the previous email, and now you shall see that the length of this email is we said kept it into a 150 word. And I sincerely apologize for inconvenience because we gave the tone to make it soft or polite tone, make all appropriate appreciate your patience, sorry, while we address the issue. We'll keep update and notify you as soon as possible. So if you'll see that we in this particular prompt, what we did, we gave the role means as a customer service manager, write a polite and empathic email, keep it 150 word with more detail. So you saw that more specific, again, more relevant output is coming for us. This is how the prompt engineering working means. The prompt engine, if your prompt is, if you are giving a proper information with the right role, with right contract, with right tone, with right format, with right length, it will give you more accurate and more reliable output. Let's go to the next slide. So over here, if you'll see Copilot transfer your natural language into an AI generation. So first, user write a customer email. Then intent customer communication means intent was to communicate to the customer. Instruction role, context, and tone. We have given AI model generated the language and output email for the review. So if you'll see that this is how in the background it happened. User write a customer email, intent customer communication. Our intent was to customer communication. Instruction we gave the role, as well as the context and the tone which we have given in the email just now we discussed in the previous. Customer representative was the role, context is to the service interruption and delay for 2 days. The tone was we said keep it soft tone, and also we mentioned the length is 150. So this is the instruction we have given to the prompt. Then AI model generate languages, and final output is in front of us as the email for the review which we reviewed. And this is how it works. Let's go to the next scenario. Hence on the scenario 3 where add personal contact. So if you'll see that I am a senior, now it is making it more, prompt is more refined prompt. I am a senior product technology manager leading a team of 30 people. So senior technology manager, if you'll see that it's a role, and I need prepare a motivational message for my team about the importance of the learning artificial intelligence. Team of 30 people is your audience. Goal is to encourage for AI learning. Tone is write a professional but friendly tone. So we what we are giving a context change the result. We are giving them the role. We are giving them the audience. As the audience is changed, that the response will change from the AI. The goal to encourage the team and the tone is keep it professional and very friendly. We'll try with this message and we'll see how it works. So let's go to this again to that. I'll write over here the same way. So if you'll see that it's a polished message, it's not an email. uh, Team message: the importance of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is just another technology trend in becoming the founder of how modern businesses operate, innovate, compete. As a team of talented professionals, embracing AI will empower us to solve faster, make smarter decisions, and deliver solutions that truly stand out in the industry. So over here, it auto generates some concept like fundamental concept of the AI, and they have and then he had did some more images, where you can say that giving them more knowledge about the insight about the AI. So see, when we gave them the more refined prompt where we mention specifically the role, the audience, the goal, what is the goal, and the tone. Even just will change it, convert this into a PPT, convert this into a PowerPoint slides. So now what will happen? It will just generate a symbol slide from this create a AI motivation seed thinking. It's generating a PPT from this particular slide. It will take some time because it will go and generate the full slide. So what we are talking about that the purpose of this particular exercise is that in my previous video I told you that prompt engineering is a very important thing. So if you are in the prompt, if you are very clear, very specific about the output, so you need to provide to whom you are targeting, so your audience, what is your role, what is the purpose of this particular prompt, and what kind of output you are expecting. So you need to give the all the detail to the prompt. It will give you the very good and accurate result. So if you'll see that more installation, I believe that slides are generated. It's just generate the context but not generate slide. But if we need to again ask to them to generate, because they give all you the content, we can generate the slide as well from this as well. Okay, let's go to the next part where. So if you'll see that hands on the scenario from the, we'll do the scenario 4 from data to business insights. So now if you'll see that till now what we are doing it, we are just giving them a simple prompt and we are asking them to write an email for us. So till now what we are doing it, we're just trying to just generate some response over there. Now we are trying to do another thing, we are analyzing the data. So over here if you'll see that you have a sales data, let's suppose I have a sample excel sheet is there, I'll show you. Another thing what I'm trying to do is that I'm not showing you into the Copilot. Now I'm going to excel, and I'll show you from the excel how Copilots work and analyze the data and generate this output for executive summary for you. So if you'll see that we have a sales data, find a trend and risk, recommendation, and executive summary plus presentation. So I'll take this as an example. I'll not write it into the Copilot chat, but what I'll do that I'll write it into the directly into the Excel. So over here, if you'll see that I have a Excel data, what this Excel data is doing, it has two sheets. If you'll see that we have monthly summary, we have sales data there. It has 3 month sales data from January to March is there. It has unit price, quantity, category, product, company name, customer name, region, all this is there. We'll take this prompt and we'll just write simple prompt, and we'll ask Copilot, analyze this sales data, identify the top three trends. What we are giving him, that identify top three trends, biggest risk, and three recommendation for the management. So we are asking, analyze the sales data, what are the top three trends are there, what are the big risk, and three recommendation for the management. Let's run this prompt from the Excel. As I told you that I have a Excel personal, sorry, I have a Copilot as part of my Microsoft 365 personal. So I have limited prompts. So when we are writing a prompt, it is utilizing a token. So as part of my license, I have a limited tokens. I need to use carefully. But this is a very important field, prompt engineering, where you need to understand that you need to write an effective prompt. Otherwise, it will waste your tokens, and maybe you'll keep on writing again and again, again and again. It means you are wasting your all the monies over here. So it's a, you need to be careful when writing a prompt. So just if you'll see that now it is adding the more sheet, cover sheet, sales data, monthly summary. Let me hide this particular part. So if you'll see that we will more interested about the management, it added two more sheets. So over here, what is the top three trends? So in the top three trends, if you'll see, the first trend is March. March excessive March source sales reach AED 35900 something. Then it is talking about the second trend is Dubai, Ahmad Ali lead Dubai. I'll just make it little room so you can read it. So if you'll see that Dubai and Ahmad Ali, sorry, still it is writing. So I'm just give some time to complete this data. On the right hand side, if you'll see that Copilot is working. Sorry, now done, almost done. If you'll see the what we ask for, top three trends, biggest risk, and three recommendation for the management. So over here, if you'll see that March source sales reach this much. Dubai Alima reach generated this much. Large deal impacted area transformation package 15% total sales impacted. What are the reporting accuracy monthly summary over state source sales data, pipeline conversation. So if you'll see that, I'm just what I'm trying to show that we have given a prompt and input to analyze the sales data and give top three trends, biggest risk, and three recommendation. It gives us all the detail. Now we can give this Excel sheet to the Copilot chat, and we'll ask them to generate a PPT. It will generate a PPT. So purpose is just to show you that how it works into the Excel. Okay, the Copilot. Now let's go to the next part. Ask Copilot to improve the answer. So if you'll go back to the Copilot and ask to improve the answer, let's suppose now our answer is gone somewhere else. We can go and we can ask to answer and generate PPT. Till the time it is generating, I'll tell you one thing, that if you'll see that I have just opened the Word as well. In the Word, if you have any document, so I let me open any of the document if I have anything which I can use. So over here we can do the formatting, we can change the text, we can improve the layout and everything into the Word. So Copilot is also integrated into the Word with PowerPoint as well. In the PowerPoint, as I told you, just in the PowerPoint, I'll give the instruction to change the slide layout, or I'll ask them to include something. I'll just write a oh, instruction over here. It will update the slide layout, it will add the images, it will add change the formatting and everything. So this is a Copilot. You can see that it is available into the Microsoft 365, all the apps. In the next section, maybe I'll also show you in the business apps as well. So right now you will see that I'll write a description that um, change layout of this slide. So it will just try to change the layout of the slide. On the right hand side, if you see, it's a thinking, understanding what you're looking for. So right now I don't have any document. Let me open any document to see. So I don't have any document. Icon, it is recommending you what you wanted: geared horizontal step, 2.2 grid card. I'll say that give me a 2 grid card. Okay, so it is just how you want it. Confirm. I'll just wrap up on this, but just let's see how the slide is getting generated. Then we'll wrap up the session over here. Thank you. So I shall see that it's start change the. Sorry, we are on this slide now. So it is generated and then change the layout. Previously there was no boxes. Now it is adding the boxes and change the layout as well. So it is taking a time. I'm just not keeping this video as a long. So you will try all these steps. Thank you very much all for your time.